As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. So it is Wednesday, the middle of the week, which is also known as hump day. And I tell you, by this time of the week, some of us are so tired. The last thing we want to do is cook some dinner when we get home, so we order takeout or go to a restaurant. It's going to get very expensive and unhealthy. Anyways, with that being said, today we're making a pasta dish that's so much better than any restaurant takeout, and possibly one of the easiest recipes we've ever done here on the show. We're talking a tuna pesto pasta. And let me tell you, this pasta dish has layer upon layer of so many great flavors. It's made with simple, heart-healthy ingredients, and the best part, it's all done in about 20 minutes. Folks, serve this pasta dish an extra crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish wine, more specifically a red one from the region of Jumilla, can have yourself the best moment of your day. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, which we're going to be using in today's recipe, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to fill a stock pot with some water. You want to go to a little over the halfway point. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. While the water's heating, let's start making our pesto. I'm going to heat a fry pan with a medium heat and add in 15 raw blanched almonds. You can also use almonds with skins here. And 2 tablespoons of raw pine nuts, which is 18 grams. And we're going to dry roast the ingredients between 3 to 4 minutes or until they're lightly roasted. And you want to make sure to mix them around continuously, that way they all evenly roast. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the almonds and pine nuts are lightly roasted, I'm going to remove them from the fry pan and set them aside. For the next step, I'm going to add in 5 ounces of fresh bagged spinach into a food processor, which is 150 grams. To make this pesto sauce, you can also use a hand blender, stand-up blender, or even a NutriBullet. We'll also add in about 15 fresh basil leaves, 2 cloves of garlic, our toasted almonds and pine nuts, squeeze in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 15 milliliters, and add in a 1/4 cup of grated cheese, which is 30 grams. I'm using a Spanish manchego that's been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll run the food processor between 1 to 2 minutes. And make sure to get in there a couple times and scrape the sides. That way all the ingredients are well mixed together. After 1 to 2 minutes, and the ingredients are finely chopped and everything's well mixed together, with the food processor still running, I'm going to slowly add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here. This is what truly flavors the pesto. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. And that's the exact texture you want from your pesto. And if you see that yours is too thick, no big deal, as later on, we're going to add in some of the cooking water from the pasta, which is going to help thin it out and give it that beautiful creamy goodness. Okay, let's move back to the stock pot. Once that water comes to a boil, it's time to add in the pasta. For this recipe, I'm using fusilli, but you can use whatever pasta you like. I'm going to measure out 8 ounces, which is 225 grams, and add it into the boiling water. And as always, you don't have to mix the pasta around continuously, but do it every 2 to 3 minutes, that way it doesn't stick together and it all evenly cooks. While the pasta's cooking, let's get our final ingredient ready. I'm going to drain 2 cans of tuna in olive oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. The size of the cans I'm using are 4 ounces, which is 110 grams each. Link where you can get the Spanish tuna I'm using in the description box below. And we'll gently flake the tuna to remove any of the excess oil. However, you don't want to overflake it, otherwise the tuna can easily dry up. Okay, let's move back to the pasta. Once it's just cooked al dente, important to check the package instructions in the pasta that you're using. We'll remove the stock pot from the heat and drain the pasta into a colander. Now before I do that, I'm going to reserve some of that cooking water as we're going to add into our pesto sauce, which is going to help thin it out and give it that beautiful creamy goodness. Then we'll add the drained pasta back into the stock pot, along with the pesto, the drained tuna, and between 2 to 4 tablespoons of the reserved pasta water, which is between 30 to 60 milliliters. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And if you see that your pesto is still too thick, you just add in some more of that reserved pasta water. Then we'll transfer some of the pasta into a serving dish. And top it off with a kiss of grated cheese. Once again, I'm using a Spanish Manchego that's been aged for 6 months, but you can use whatever cheese you like. Either way, check it out. Our tuna pesto pasta is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 20 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, like I told you at the beginning, one of the easiest recipes we've ever done here on the show. Let's see if the flavors deliver. A little bit of everything. Here we go. Wow. First things first, that pasta is beautifully cooked al dente with absolutely no mush. So important to check the package instructions in the pasta that you're using. That pesto has the most amazing flavors, and that tuna taking this to the next level. You saw this easy to make, heart healthy. You would try it home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish wine, a red one from the region of Jumilla, and have yourself the best moment of your day. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barbitz, Clarence Bolin, Martin Giddings, and Aravinda Garimella. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.